Well, another rainy day. I went out for a little while, but I noticed some clouds moving around back in the distance. Decided I'd better get my butt home, and I was meeting a lot of people today too. And I did another junk dauber political poll again. And that street across the highway there, I went down that street and a lot of people was out in the yards trying to work on the yard stuff. Said that something about the rain. I couldn't quite hear what they were saying. I wish I'd have been making a video of that. But one person I seen in the yard, I knew this guy. His name, oh boy, senior moment. I done forgot his name. He's a nurse. It's a man. What was his cotton picking name? Anyway, I said, can I ask you a question? And it's about the presidential race, Paris or Trump. Or you can tell me it's none of my business. And he immediately said Trump. So that was one. I asked 8 people today. Just didn't run into that many people, but there was a lot of people out. But there was 8 that gave me answers. All of them was Trump, except one. One out of the 8 told me it was none of my business, so I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, it was 7 for Trump and 1 none of my business. I wish I could get into town on my scooter and ride the sidewalk and ask people, Trump or Harris, Trump or Harris. And nobody wants to be on the video either. Of course, I wasn't making videos today, but every time I ask somebody in a video, they'll give me an answer, but they don't want to be on video. Crazy. And one of my subscribers on that last poll I did, my subscriber said that one girl that was very unfriendly, she said she looked kind of young. Well, she didn't look all that young to me, but they said she might have been scared of you or something. And I guess that's a possibility that somebody just thinks I'm a weirdo or something, maybe. I would think that's possible. But anyway, 7 for Trump, 1 none of my business. And really it's not, but I just taking my own little poll, see what it's like around here. I got my neighbor across the street, Tracy. I haven't asked her yet, but I'm going to. And by the way, you know that big pile of trash out there where we set our trash out? And I said I'm going to get out there and try to clean that up. And I told my daughter, I said, why are they not picking up the trash? She said, they are picking up the trash. I said, I called them about all that out there. And they said that's only one address and they can only pick up 95 pounds per address. And she said, you are aware there's 2 apartments back behind this that set trash out there. They said, no, they wasn't aware of that, but the landlord is only paying for one address. So, I don't know what we're going to do. It's piling up. And, we don't have small bags of trash that's small as put in them garbage cans. Our bags are big. And it's backing up so bad now, we got 2 sitting in here in the house, nowhere to put them, but set them out there. Hey, Dime, Saul, come here, baby. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here, baby. I want you to say hi to my people. Say hi. Can you see that? Can you see that, baby boy? He's such a good boy. Yes, he's such a good boy. Yes, you're my baby. I love this guy. He comes visit me every night. Yes, he do. And speaking of cats, last night we have 11 cats here in the house. And, but tonight, we have 20. That Reese, what I said, she's fixing to pop with another litter. She had 9. Now, the vet where we take our cats to get them fixed because there's no charge, they do a placement thing for kittens that nobody wants. So supposedly they're going to help us get rid of those 9. It's no excuse for us to have any cats taking either tomcats or female cats that can breed. Because it doesn't cost anything. Hey, Salt. Hey, baby. You're a good boy. Yeah, Salt comes in here at night. Usually it's about an hour or 2 after I've gone to sleep, and he jumps up there on the bed and crawls up on my chest and goes to sleep. Bailey don't get in bed with me anymore unless I call her. Usually she used to come in there and jump up on the bed whether I call her or not. But yeah, Ruth popped. She had 9. Good Lord. I've been looking at some of these polls. I don't know whether to believe them or not. Matter of fact, the only polls I believe right now is the junk dauber poll, because I know what it says. But some of these others, I don't know. But my daughter's, I don't know if she claims to be a Democrat or not. But I was telling her that thanks Kamala was wearing some hearing devices on her ears and them earrings. And I was just telling her to tell her, did she see that? Of course she don't watch any of it. And when I told her that, she said like, so? Like so indifferent about whether she did or didn't. And I think a lot of people that would vote for Kamala or Campbell or whatever her name is, I don't think they pay any attention to what the candidates are saying. I don't think they watch. I don't think they care. It's almost like what they're saying. Jennifer don't like Trump, period. And I bet you if you ask her anything about certain stats about either one of them, she couldn't tell you. Because she don't know. All she knows is Trump's a crook. Trump's a racist. It's almost like they want to, my daughter complaining about the grocery price and everything has gone up so much and everything. But yeah, she's going to vote for the same old, same old. It's like she don't connect the way the inflation is right now to who's running the country and stuff, or supposedly running the country. But she whines about that, which that's legitimate. But my question is, why is it like it is? And even on that debate, when that first question they asked her, I forget what the question was, but any question they asked her, she didn't answer the question. She rambled on about other stuff. She never answers questions. Trump's not perfect, but he's sure a hell of a lot better than her. And I shudder to think if she wins the election, what is it going to be? And she is a Marxist. But ain't no need of me talking. I'm not trying to convince anybody one way or the other how to vote. But I'm just telling you how I believe. And you know what I did? I set this time up for Crazy Family Tubers like me to have a private live chat. And that's gone about it. Last night. It was last night. 8 o'clock. And I fell asleep. Fell asleep, sitting here in my wheelchair. Fell asleep. Where's my glasses? I just want to see how much time I've been talking. Yep, I fell asleep. I'm gonna set up another time. Is this Saturday? Yeah, this is Saturday. I'm gonna set up one for Sunday night. And apologize for, I'll tell you the dang truth. And I was really wanting to do that conversation with them. Yes, I was. But I wish I could have stayed out longer. I wish I'd have took my video camera. I didn't realize I was going to run into that many people today, but I did. I've got a couple of videos, and I think it's going to get a lot of views, either one of them because of the topic. But I'm not going to put them up till I'm remonetized. This coming Thursday, it's when I can appeal this thing to get remonetized. I think I got it fixed. I found on a place on YouTube that actually told me why they and I forget what it says. Hold on just a minute. I'm gonna look it up right quick on this other computer. Yes I am. Yes I am. I need my glasses. Need my glasses. Hold on just a minute. Okay. It says, the reason being that I was demonetized was because reused content. Then it says content that is clearly not your creation. So that gave me a pretty good heads up. I went in and on anything I put something or somebody else on there, I've took it down. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get remonetized. However, I don't know how long it takes to remonetize. I hope it's pretty dang quick. But I've got a couple of videos that I know will get a lot of views. And it's about diabetes and what was the rest of it? Diabetes and stuff about different medications. Because I've got one video I did a pretty good while back, a couple of years, I guess. And it was about gabapentin. and I think the title was, I Think Gabapentin's Killing Me. And that video, since I put it up, last time I looked, that thing had got about over 1,000 views. So that's what these other things, it's about my medication and diabetes. And I got a couple more I'm working on that'll probably get a lot of views. But have y'all noticed when I'm out riding around on my scooter that my camera's pointed too far down? It doesn't show where I'm going much, you know. I've got to work, because this thing, well, I can't show you because the camera's sitting there. When it mounts on that hat, I can't really tell how far down it's pointing. I have to feel up there, and sometimes I forget to feel up there to see how far down that it's pointing. I need to work on that position of the camera, and I don't think about it. And by the way, have y'all noticed anything about Vietnam and by the way, the difference between a hurricane and a typhoon, there is no difference other than when it's in that part of the country, it's called a typhoon. And when it's in the Atlantic side, it's hurricane. So there's no difference. You call one a typhoon, you call one a hurricane. But that typhoon, I forget the name of it, it hit Vietnam. And I mean, it tore them people a new one. 3 days of solid rain. And I was watching some of the people I normally watch on Vietnam videos, and some people pretty much lost their houses. I asked the guy that runs that one channel, do they have anything like FEMA in Vietnam? And they don't. They are on their own. And them farmers, it was killing their like the pigs, and their cows was waist deep in water. Chickens was flying up into trees to get out of the water. And they was trying to go around on these rafts. They make these rafts out of bamboo. So, but they was catching it bad. I feel so bad for them. It's kind of odd that I watch a lot of these Vietnamese videos. Because I didn't have, but back in the day I had hard feelings toward the Vietnamese. That's where my brother was at when he got wounded twice. But the thing about Vietnam and the United States, it wasn't the people that made that war. It was President Kennedy and President Lyndon Baines Johnson and Ho Chi Minh in Vietnam. We should have stayed out of that, and the French should have stayed. The French was in there to begin with. And they cut out. So in China, the United States, they should have stayed the crap out of there, let the Vietnamese sell it themselves, Civil War or whatever. But it was the Vietnamese people that should have been handling that, not the United States, and not the French. We can't, and that was a tragedy. There was over, I forget how many people was killed in Vietnam, but it was thousands and thousands. And I knew some personally. Terry Cochran, Curtis Freeman, what was that other guy's name? I knew all them people. Terry Cochran, before he was sent to Vietnam, he come home on a leave because he was shipping out or sending to Vietnam. And while he was home, a cousin of my wife's mother died. And me and Terry volunteered because she's going to be buried up there at Briartown Baptist Church Cemetery. And somebody always volunteers to dig the graves and stuff. And me and Terry was digging the grave. And he was due to leave about 5 days later to go to Vietnam. And me and him was digging that grave. And he was only over there, he wasn't even over there a month before he was killed. And when they shipped his body back home, I can't remember the funeral home, but they took it to that funeral home, and me and Stanley Shields, who's a first cousin of my wife, so that made me and him cousins by marriage. And his brother's name was Dillard. But we volunteered to dig the grave for Terry. That was terrible. And it hadn't been much longer than a month before that me and Terry was digging a grave, and I'm out there helping dig Terry's grave. Such a waste. Such a waste. You know, sometimes I feel bad for not re-enlisting the Army when I found out they're going to send me to Vietnam. But then I think how bad that war was, how it should have never happened. But Kennedy and Johnson. Kennedy and Johnson. But that was getting cranked up before Kennedy died, before he was assassinated. And Lyndon Baines Johnson even made it worse. It seems like to me that when a president is running for, when a man is running to be president of the United States and he picks his running mate to be his vice president, he should pick somebody that he's pretty sure would make a good president. And Johnson wasn't. And Spiro Agnew, which he was under Nixon, wasn't a good president. And in 1865, when Lincoln was assassinated, that Andrew Johnson wasn't a good president. There's been several bad vice presidents. But tell you the truth, people do they change when they become president? I don't know. It's just, you just never know. And I really don't know whether to believe all these polls or not. I need to quit talking about that. I need to get it out of my mind. Because it just aggravates me no end. But I'm going to try to set up another private live chat. But then I can't believe I missed that last night, but I did. I surely did. I got me a pot of black-eyed peas on the stove. I wish I had some navy beans, but she got me I don't like the northern beans. I like navy beans. Navy beans is a smaller bean than the northern beans. The northern beans get big and they give me a lot of gas. I like navy beans, pinto beans, and then black-eyed peas. But that pot of beans I fixed, remember I told you we're getting that food bank thing, we got a bag of fresh peas and it said butter peas. Well, I fixed them and my goodness, they were good. They were so good. They tasted almost like butter beans. They kind of look like butter beans. And butter beans, it's bean, a butter bean is shaped like a lima bean, but it's different than a lima bean. It's shaped more like a baby lima bean. And I swear them peas that said butter peas, I swear they tasted almost like a butter bean. Man. And I've quit putting pieces of pork in my beans when I boil them. What I put in them, I put in a couple tablespoons of bacon grease. And that gives them the seasoning. I love my beans. I love my beans. Oh, man. Okay. I suppose that's my story today, and I'm sticking to it. Trying to think of anything come up. I told you about the 9 kittens. My goodness. But she's got help getting rid of these kittens. And he still, yeah, he's over there. So he likes coming here and sleep on my chest. And I don't mind that. And Bailey don't sleep with me anyway. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. And I will see you in the next one. See ya.